Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Come on in the house. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. We're here. I'm your host, KTJ. They call me the Love Coach. And this is Love Coach Sessions Live. We are here Monday through Friday, really, during the week, talking about dating, talking about relationships, talking about love. And today we're talking about being bougie, how being bougie gets you what you want. All right. So we're going to get into that talk today. Look, jump in the chat room. And if you got a question, comment, concern, something that you want to add to the conversation, jump in the chat room and just say hello at least. Come through and share your thoughts on this topic. And if you're watching this on the replay, you are free to drop your comment in the replay and we'll take a look at it and add some comments to it. So you guys, today I want to talk about this idea of being bougie. Hello, Steph. Steph's in the house. LV is in the house. All right. All right. We talk about being bougie. Now, who's ready to come to Jesus today and admit that you are bougie? Are you bougie? Yes, yes, I am. No, I'm not. And don't be ashamed to say the name. All right. Look, if you are bougie, drop it in the comment section. Let us know you are. If you're not, drop that in the comment in the chat room there and let us know. So look, my thought is this: when it comes to this, I believe, listen to this, I believe a person should have high expectations for who they are. All right. I believe that a person should have high intentions for themselves, high expectations for themselves, big plans for themselves. Like, think of themselves on the next level, right? Now, we know but there's this thing about thinking more highly of yourself than you are. All right. Now, there is that. But, that's something to be considered. But I think that a person should have high expectations and high self-esteem about themselves. Now, you guys know, some of you guys may know that the term bougie came from bourgeoisie, which was started around the 1500s or something like that, 15th century. It came to mean middle class. It really meant middle class. It meant the people who are, because back then there were a lot of people on the lower class. All right. There were a lot of poor people. And so bourgeoisie was like, you're on a come up, you're on the rise, you get to live in a better place, you get to eat better foods, and you get to just live a higher quality of life, right? And then it began, as time went on, it began to be seen as the person who is materialistic, the person who's got to have the freshest car and the freshest clothes and the nicest this and the nicest that. And the bourgeoisie looked down upon people who did not have those things, right? If your car, you was rolling in a Datsun, you was rolling in a 1985, and it's 2020, you ain't looking too good, right? But now it's a classic, right? So it was like you were looking down upon someone back in the day, right? And so, as you guys know, in our modern time, the term bougie became popular. They got the song "Bad and Bougie," by the brothers. They made that song popular, the Migos, and now we've been saying bougie before that, but the world caught a hold of it once it was in a rap song, right? And so, but the idea of being bougie is to have the highest ideals of class. Now, some people still see it as looking down on other people, but meaning like you don't drive through certain neighborhoods to get to certain restaurants. Like, if you want food from that restaurant, you just order it. You call Uber Eats or DoorDash or somebody to bring you the food, because I don't go over there. There are certain stores that bougie people shop at, and certain stores bougie people will not be caught shopping at. They ain't buying no clothes from Walmart, right? But Walmart got some nice stuff sometimes, right? And so they wear name brand stuff. They wear things that are of high class. Again, I don't have any problem with a person who has a level of high expectations for their life. I have no problem with that. Only problem I have with it is when they treat other people like they are not enough. That's where we get off at. You know, I actually like a person who thinks they walk in and think you better than everybody in the room. You know, all eyes on me. It's all cool. It's all good, right? But I think that but there's a place for that. You know, there's a place for that, and you know, as long as you don't treat other people low. But so listen to this, you guys. Though, when it comes to relationships and love, here's my thought. Being bougie is about accepting a standard of living and accepting a standard of a person in your life. A person that is bougie is only allowing certain kinds of people in their life. If a gentleman wants to take you to a restaurant and you are really bougie, you say, hold on, player. I know you want to hang out and I look forward to spending time with you. But look, we can't go to Denny's on our first date. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, player. Sorry. Okay. We can't go to IHOP for our first date. Now, unless y'all, you know, it's a late night thing and you want to just get some pancakes or something like that, that's fine. Right. But listen to this. How a thing starts is how a thing will be. How a thing starts is how a thing will be. If you start off on the low side, then why should he bring you to the high side? But I believe for the ladies, I believe that a man should, you have to challenge a man to come up. Now, I say challenge, but don't push it too far, okay? Look, you don't need to go to Ruth Chris on your first date, all right? That's a lot. And, you know, I see Steph said, no Red Lobster. Not Red Lobster, okay? Yeah, like, you know, it depends on where your pockets are. Now, I had this conversation in a men's community on Facebook, and some of the guys had this thought that, look, you know, $300 is nothing for a date. A man should be able to just, you know, if you got it, you got it. And my thought was, if you got it, you should keep it and make sure that this is somebody that you actually want to impress, you want to have in your life for a long time, and you're not leading with your wallet. If you lead with your wallet, she'll follow the wallet. Okay. If you start off on the high end place to eat, don't be surprised if the high end place to eat is where she always wants to go. Okay. Now, again, you know, there's nothing wrong with these places, but what I'm talking about is setting a standard for what you allow in your life. Now, here's the thing, you guys, don't be a Ruth Chris kind of person when it comes to dating, but you don't never go there no other time. Okay. Only when somebody going to take you out, somebody going to show you a good time. Now you want to be a Ruth Chris kind of girl. You want to be STK down on the high end, paying that $60 for a steak. Okay. The question is, do you spend $60 on a steak for you? And if you don't spend $60 on a steak for you, don't do it for on somebody else's dime. Okay. If you're going to be bougie all the way around. Don't be partially bougie, part-time bougie when it comes to other people's money, right? So you do show people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you by the things you allow in your life. All right? I'm going to jump over here to the comments. My girl LV is in the house. She's checking this out. LV, she said, I'm not driven by name brands, but I have standards for dates. As you should. You should have a standard for dates. You should have a kind of person that you will go out with and a kind of person that you will not go out with. Okay? Listen, if you are not a weed smoker, you should not agree to go out with the person that smokes. All right? Because you know they're gonna light up a little later on and you're gonna be frustrated. Okay. So if you're a person you don't like certain things, you should have standards about the kind of person that you shouldn't just go out with anybody. You shouldn't go out and spend time with just anybody. Anybody will do. Anybody shouldn't be able to just pick you up off the street. I believe, listen to this. I believe that a person should have to climb up to get you, not climb down to get you. Because if a man has to climb down to get you, you are not going up. Y'all do know that, right? If a man has to climb down to get you, you're never going up. You're going to be right where you are, if not lower. Okay? So when it comes to these things, you should have standards of people, the quality of people that you want to spend time with. All right? LV said, I treat myself very well. Good. All the way around. Because that's who he will be. So look, I'm encouraging, if you want to be bougie, be bougie. You should be very specific. Because listen, this is a person who is coming into your life. And I'm telling you, a person can impact your life for the good or for the bad, and can either improve your life or wreck your life. So you got to choose high. Yeah, I know. Look, that might mean that there's going to be some Saturday nights that you sitting at home. Might be some Friday nights that go dateless. All right. But it's better for you to be dateless and by yourself than on a date with somebody going nowhere. Okay. So I want you guys to think about this. Like, you become who you hang around. It's just a matter of time. So if you want to take yourself out, why don't you take yourself out to the bougie place? Take yourself out to STK and high-end restaurant place, right? Go and have a drink or have an appetizer and hang around, and you might meet somebody in that environment who is already on that level, and then you raise the quality of the people in your life. For some of you guys, y'all hang around two people who are not on the quality of where you should be. People in your life, people in your circle, they are not on the level of the quality of people that you should be on. So then that's who you start hanging out with, the people that on the low end. But I'm telling you, if you change your environment, you might change your life. If you change the place where you spend your time, you'll change your life, because there's people there who live a certain way. They have a certain mindset. They have a certain way of thinking that got them in that place. So be bougie all the way around. LV said, I treat myself. You got to do it. Because if you don't treat yourself, ain't nobody gonna treat you. Look, and figure out how to be bougie on a budget. Figure out how to be bougie on the budget. Everything don't have to cost all those prices. There's some things that you can do to make yourself, bring your level and your quality of who you are up. And it starts with your thinking. You got to believe that you're worth more. You got to believe that there's more inside of you. You got to believe that you were made for more, you're made to be more, and you are going to raise every area of your life to the next level. You got to believe that. And I'm telling you, there's a certain energy that comes from a person who knows who they are, and it is commanding and demanding better treatment from the world, from life. You might not even be you might be living in a one-room shack, right? But I guarantee you, if you have a high mentality, you got to think high to rise, right? if you have a rising mentality, it won't be long before before a 2-bedroom apartment finds itself available to you. It won't be long before you go from catching a bus with your bus pass to having a 4-door car getting you where you need to go. It might not be pretty, but it might be paid off. Okay. Before you know it, you go from an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, to a 4-bedroom house. You got to keep going with the high mentality, believing that you are worthy. Yeah. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but I'm telling you, you are worthy of more. Whether it's in your life or in your relationships, you are worthy of more, and you got to command it and demand it that your life comes up. They say when the tide is up, all the boats rise. Well, the tide is your expectations, and every area of your life will rise when the expectations of better things rises in your life. All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this talk. Hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. We're got more stuff coming. We're gonna do some more. Somebody was telling me more about they miss us on Facebook, doing the Facebook lives shows here. So I'm thinking about it, you guys. Thinking about taking the show on Facebook as well as doing the lives here. We'll see what we do, but I want to serve the people as best we can and enjoy the process. So you guys hit the like button, and till next time, peace and love. Bye.